So opening up, I see Eight of Coins in reverse, which sometimes can mean not wanting to put in the work towards something anymore. Seeing that a cycle has completed. This is the World card, and this always means up-leveling to something else. The cycle of something is closing. And with the World in reverse, there may be some resistance or denial of the fact that something is over, that a cycle has completed, that someone was not willing to put in the work, whether this was you or someone else, and needing to let go of something, needing to acknowledge that that cycle is completed so that you can free and liberate yourself, Leo. I do see that there may be a water sign involved with this. This could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This is the Queen of Cups, which has to do with being emotionally balanced, being compassionate, loving, intuitive. You may be connecting with your feelings, even if they're feelings of loss, Leo. So whenever I see this card, I always like to point out that if you are going through a period of grief or isolation, looking at a loss that was encountered, there's still love available for you, but you may need to turn around to see and receive it. It may be that there needs to be an acknowledgement of something that's completed in order to be emotionally whole and to see that there's still love available to you, Leo. So you may want to work on looking at how an ending can liberate and free you to become emotionally whole. You know, feel those feelings. Acknowledge any losses that there were to see what is still available for you. For some of you, you may be having some indecision about a love offer, whether this is you offering your love to someone else or someone else offering their love to you. This is a love offer coming in. Again, this could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but it could really be any sign, anyone who's embodying that offer of love. But there may be some indecision involved with that. This is Two of Swords, which means, you know, weighing the pros and the cons, looking at things from both sides, and in some ways, when presented with all of it, not really wanting to make a decision, not really wanting to look at things. It's checking out because you don't know which way to go. That's what her blindfold represents, is I just am going to maintain the status quo and stay static because I don't know which is the right decision to make. So you may be indecisive or not knowing which decision is the right one to make regarding this love offer. It looks like there is something that may be draining you, Leo. But again, this is a completion. So this is Ten of Swords, which means feeling drained by certain ways of thinking. All these swords represent ideas, beliefs, thoughts, and this is a completion. So with World here and with Ten of Swords, there may be an old way of thinking that you need to let go of because it's draining the life out of you, Leo. So what I see this followed by is actual productivity. This is Six of Coins, which means reciprocity, mutuality. You may be evaluating things to see, like, what is reciprocal, what is mutual? Am I receiving back what I'm putting in? This also means getting fairly compensated for work that you put into something. So it may be an evaluation of, if I'm putting all this effort out, am I also receiving rewards back? Although some of you may be interested in maintaining the status quo. With Two of Swords and with Four of Coins, this is like not wanting to rock the boat, not wanting to make any decisions that change things. You just want to hold on to what you've got. You're looking for stability, Leo, which is reflected in both of these cards as the number 4. 4 is a very stable number, and you can see that both of these are gray, which represents just being even-keeled, seeing things rationally. There may be a way in which you're taking a time out to reflect upon things, to see if you can just hold on to what you've got. That's what I get from both of these cards. And during the Venus retrograde, it may be a good time to look back on past love relationships and see what made you feel stable versus what felt potentially unbalanced. Because I see there's a new chapter ahead where you're going to be envisioning, what do I want to create? Where do I want to put my energies? This card, Three of Wands, is called Sending Your Ships Out, or actually, sorry, receiving your ships, watching your ships come in. So this is a card about creatively visualizing what it is you want to build, what it is that you want to create and draw to you. And I see things unfolding in a good way towards a new vision, Leo. So if you have a new vision of the future, this is saying that time is unfolding in a certain way that is allowing that to happen. It's allowing things to unfold naturally and in their own time, and not resisting the change of time, but it's not forcing anything to happen more quickly than it naturally is, and it's not resisting against, it's not holding back anything. It's just saying, this is what I see, this is what I want to create, this is where I want to go, and I'm going to allow time to unfold that naturally. So if there is an end that you have been resisting with this World card in reverse and with Ten of Swords, there may be a way of thinking about things from the past that you need to let go of and do some evaluation on what it is that feels reciprocal, what it is that feels balanced, feels like what you're putting out is also what you're getting back. There may be some time that's needed to grieve an old relationship, or say, okay, there was some loss here, but I need to turn around, change my perspective, change my direction, and see what love is available. There may be some ways in which you're just trying to maintain security and balance and stability. But where your real gold is this month, Leo, is envisioning the future and trying to go along with the natural unfolding of time to allow those results to come into fruition in their own time. It's sort of like you can't force anything to ripen. It's requiring that time changes things, and you're looking towards the future here. So there may be some need to release an old story, release how you approached love, or if there's a love offer coming to you, being really clear to look at it with open eyes and make a decision based on reality instead of checking out, Leo. Like, there may be something where you have to let go of an old way of thinking things and think about reciprocity and balance. And as you heal, as you become more emotionally whole from whatever loss you may have encountered, that might be what's influencing your grip on wanting to keep things stable, wanting to maintain the status quo. You may just want to say, look, this is how I just want to keep things. Where your real strength is this month is looking forward towards what you want to build. What are the results that you want to have at the end of the day, Leo? That's what Three of Wands is asking here. And allowing time to heal any old wounds and take you forward into this new beautiful world that you're creating. So it's really looking to the future and saying, what is it that I want in the future, and allowing time to unfold in its own natural course. That's really a beautiful ending to the month, even if there's some emotional healing you need to go through, or acknowledging the closure of something else, Leo. So that's my reading for you for October. I hope all of you have a beautiful October.